Today I am sharing 5 ingredient dump and go slow cooker recipes with you. These recipes are amazingly delicious. They're perfect for those extra busy weeks we all have. Let's get to my kitchen, come along. It seems like I've been craving a Cuban sandwich for months, possibly even a year at this point. So I thought to myself last week, if you've been craving one for so long, you need to just make them. And they're probably better if you make them yourself anyway. So I added my over 2 pounds of pork tenderloin to my slow cooker, 1.5 cups of chicken broth, the juice from 1 orange, the juice from 1 lime. I still can't find my lemon lime juicer. Also, I told you guys a few weeks ago that I had exciting news coming soon, but that exciting news turned to sad news. I'll share more about it in this video. But I'm also adding in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I'll cook this on low for about 6 hours. You basically want that pork to be like pull apart tender. Now I'm just going to shred it up. You want to shred it in the juices in the slow cooker just so that pork absorbs the juices. You could really use any hoagie rolls you'd like for this recipe. I'm just using basic ones that I found at Walmart. Nothing fancy here, but just open your hoagie rolls up and then you'll add a little bit of mustard to each side of the hoagie rolls. I'm using yellow mustard, and then you'll add a little bit of mayonnaise. This is very traditional for Cuban sandwiches. The first time I had a Cuban sandwich myself was when I was in Florida, and I thought it was the best thing ever. And they're just one of my all-time favorite sandwiches. I can't find them very often here in Utah, but they are good, and I'm so excited that I made them this past week. Over the mayonnaise, I am going to add sliced pickles. I'm using Colosseum pickles. I just find these Colosseum pickles to be the best pickles, especially for these sandwiches. Next, I'm adding slices of ham. You could use any type of ham you like or have on hand. I'm also going to be adding that shredded pork as well. And then on one side, I'm going to be adding slices of Swiss cheese. This will go in my oven to bake on 400 degrees for about 5 minutes. You want that cheese to get melty, and you want basically everything to get warm and cozy. That's the best way I could describe it. Once it's out of your oven, you could serve it up. I served ours with just a Caesar salad on the side, and let me tell you, this was the best Cuban sandwich I have ever had in my life. I am so glad that I made them. I really am struggling going on in this video without telling you guys what happened this past week. So back in January, Will and I found out that we were pregnant. We were so excited. We told our little ones. They were just so thrilled and excited. We told some more family, and I was actually just about to tell you guys this past week. I had gone to multiple appointments. The baby was looking good. The baby had a good heartbeat, was moving around super well. And I was just so excited to tell you guys, but unfortunately, this past week I ended up having a miscarriage. Felt like I needed to tell you guys because some of you guys just really feel like my close friends. I'm so thankful for your support. I did briefly mention it in Thursday's video, and I do want to let you know I truly believe that I have the best community here on YouTube. You guys are so kind, and I'm just so thankful for your kind comments. I'm trying to respond as fast as possible, but I just wanted to tell you here, thank you so much. I love you all. Since this week hasn't been particularly super easy, I wanted to make extra cozy, kind of easy dinners. So now we're making this honey garlic chicken. It's 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1/2 cup of ketchup, 1/2 cup of low sodium soy sauce, 1/3 cup of honey, and then you just stir these ingredients together. This is kind of the sauce that the chicken cooks in the slow cooker. I've been making this recipe for years, and it's just a favorite of mine. This recipe just calls for a bunch of pantry staple, simple ingredients in it. And my little ones really do like this dinner as well. You could use chicken tenderloins, chicken breast, or chicken thighs for this recipe. Today I am using chicken tenderloins, so just add them to the bottom of your slow cooker. Add that delicious sauce over the top. This will cook on low for about 6 hours. Once the cooking time is up, just shred up your chicken, and then you could serve this over anything you'd like. I do typically serve this over rice just because that sauce mixed with rice is the most delicious mixture ever. I did serve this alongside of one of those bagged salads on the side. We also topped ours with sesame seeds. This is just a good dinner. Now we're making these chicken burrito bowls. I really like making these when I don't want to think about lunches for the week, just because this makes for so much for dinner that I always have a lot for lunches. So right into your slow cooker, add between 1 to 2 pounds of chicken breast, 1 drained can of corn, a can of rotel, a drained can of black beans, a diced yellow onion, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1.5 tablespoons of taco seasoning, and then the juice from 1 lime. You're going to give this a stir, and this will cook on low for about 6 hours. I just love making these chicken burrito bowls because you could add diced green chilies to this, jalapenos. You could add so many different ingredients. You could use different beans. You don't have to use the corn. You could really make this however you'd like. You could add like bell peppers for kind of like a fajita feel. But this is what I did for today just because this is what I had on hand. Now I'm just shredding up the chicken, and one of my little ones was excited for you guys to see her little like toy thing in the side of the screen right there. But just shred up your chicken and then you could serve this up. We served ours over a bed of white rice with a little bit of sour cream, guacamole, and some parsley for color just to make it look pretty over the top. This one's always a winner and it makes for so much food for an affordable price. Now we're making this slow cooker Italian chicken pasta. This one is just comfort food for me. So to your slow cooker, add 24 ounces of pasta sauce right in there. A super kind subscriber sent me these like easy, like grippy jar openers. I have been using them so often recently. I always love when you guys send me letters and kind things. You guys are seriously the best. Anyway, next I'm adding in my 8 ounces of cubed cream cheese, a half a teaspoon of salt, my pepper, add in a third a cup of water and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Give this a stir. You could either add the cream cheese in now like I did, or you could add it in at the end when you shred up the chicken. Either way will work. I just knew I would forget to add it in when I added in the chicken. Next, just add in your chicken. Add between 1 to 2 pounds of chicken. Then you're going to coat the chicken in the sauce and you're going to cook this on low for about 5 hours. Once the chicken is cooked through, just remove the chicken and then give the sauce a little whisk to incorporate the cream cheese in better. If you want to add the cream cheese in at the end, it will be like a lot more smooth if you do add it in at the end. Like I said, I knew I would forget to add it in at this point, so that's why I added the cream cheese in the beginning of the day when I was throwing everything into my slow cooker. But just whisk this up super well. You want that cream cheese to smooth out, and then you're going to chop up your chicken. You could either chop it or shred it. Either way will work. I'm just chopping it because my little ones like their chicken to be like super chopped, and I personally like it super chopped as well. After you're through with your chicken, just add your chicken back into your slow cooker and then give it a little stir. You want the sauce to get incorporated in all that chicken. Now you're going to start on your pasta. You could either use pasta or rice for this recipe. I'm using pasta. So to a pot of boiling water, add in your about 12 ounces of bow tie pasta, or you could use any type of pasta you like, any type you could find in your cupboard or pantry. Give it a stir, let your pasta cook through. Once your pasta is cooked through, just strain it, and then you're going to add that cooked pasta right into your slow cooker with the sauce and the chicken. I'm also adding in about a cup of mozzarella cheese. The mozzarella is optional, but I've just been loving cheese. I guess I've been loving cheese for a while, as you probably know. Let the cheese melt down and then you could serve this up. This is just an easy comfort food, kind of like pantry staple dinner. It's simple to throw together. It's delicious. My whole family loves it. And it's kind of comfort food, so it was just extra warm and cozy for this past week. I love making this one. I've been making it for years. You could add fresh basil to it for a little burst of like fresh, elegant flavor. Now we're making this slow cooker creamy tortellini. This one is a meatless meal and it's just like cozy. So to your slow cooker, add in 18 ounces of cheese tortellini. Make sure it's the refrigerated tortellini. This cooks very quickly. Then add in 1 cup of fresh spinach, 14 ounces of diced tomatoes, a cup and a half of chicken broth. Then add in 8 ounces of cubed cream cheese. Next, you're going to add in 1 cup of shredded cheese. This recipe cooks very quickly. It only cooks in about like 1 to 2 hours. Add in a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning. Give this a gentle stir. Since tortellini tends to be like on the more fragile side, the like refrigerated cheese tortellini, it breaks easily. That's why I say to just stir it gently. You'll put the lid on top. You could cook it on high for an hour or on low for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Once the cooking time is up, I accidentally cooked mine for quite a bit longer because I had an appointment to go to and I kind of forgot about it, to say the least. So my tortellini was extra fragile, but just cook it for between 1 to 2 hours. It turns out so good. I absolutely love this one. It's a quick, easy, meatless meal to throw together on an extra busy day. Now we're making these French onion beef sandwiches. To get this one started, you'll need about 2.5 pounds of chuck roast, Add it right into your slow cooker, then add in about 1 yellow onion that you sliced or diced, a tablespoon of minced garlic, half a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a half a tablespoon of steak seasoning, a cup and a half of beef broth, and then you are going to cook this on low for about 8 hours. You want the meat to be like pull apart, buttery, soft, tender. After the 8 hours is up, you could shred up your meat. You could either serve this over rice, you could serve this over like mashed potatoes. But I don't know why on this night I was thinking of serving it in hamburger buns. It was really good, but quite odd, I'll be the first to admit. So I grabbed my hamburger buns and a sheet pan, I opened them up, and then I just added some of that shredded meat into the hamburger buns. I placed slices of Colby Jack cheese over the top, and French fried onions are like one of my favorite things. I could eat them out of the jar, and I just thought that sounded good. So I baked this on 400 degrees for about 5 minutes. I'll be the first to admit it's odd, but really good. So like I said, serve this however you choose to do so. I really loved these sandwiches. I also served them with cotton candy grapes. Cotton candy grapes are really good. We also dipped our sandwiches in some of the gravy from the slow cooker. I have so many more videos like this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Bye for now.